Jesu. Maria da sonne nke Chukwu, rebara ibo ninja eyo, kita na mwana Nedu odibo wanyi ko sebrowa, korere mkisi ku. Ekene Maria, Egyptian na Gracia, osebrowa nonyeli, idi ngozi n'etiti boro niile, ọjazi ngozi bụ nwa forgive Jesu. Maria da sonne nke Chukwu, rebara ibo ninja eyo, kita na mwana amen. Okwu emela arụ, Ekene Maria, Egyptian na Gracia, osebrowa nonyeli, ịdị ngọzi n'etiti boro niile, ọjazi ngọzi bụ nwa forgive Jesu. Maria dị asọ nke Chukwu, yọbara ibo ndị nje ayọ, kịta na n'ọnwa amen. Yọbara anyị ayọ, ọnụ nke Chukwu dị asọ, anyị metụ n'aka nkwa nke Kristi. Ayọ, anyị na-ayọ gị o Chukwu, ka erinye Kraịst anyị n'ime obi anyị, ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma, wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwanyị, site n'afọ ya na obi ya, wee bata n'osite na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya, site na Kristi dị anyị. Amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Etu ọ dị n'izu na nkịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Etu ọ dị n'izu na nkịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Etu ọ dị n'izu na nkịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwere gara aga, site n'ekpere nke Chukwu ka ha zuru ike na ndokwa. Ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa. Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere unu.
Nọnyekwara mmụọ gị.
Ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie unu, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ekpere a bịara gị site na nkwado ndị Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited Nnobi. Ndị na-alụpụta Love Bite Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwosu Mmaduka Close, Umulu Nnobi, 081-4982-8254.
Listen to news updates on Ebonade 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonade FM breaks the news with actualities.
And believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm.
Good evening and welcome to Ebonade 103.5 FM News Update today, Thursday, the 13th day of July 2023. And the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Ifanjuku Ikeze is my name. The headlines. Police kill 2 suspected kidnappers in Anambra, rescue abducted woman. Simon Ekpa's declaration. There's nothing like sit at home in Ebonyi, Nwifuru. Allow me take over Biafra leadership. Prophet Ojisindibo. Kidnapped Ebonyi Catholic priest, Reverend Father Azubike, regains freedom. Umweri community leaders petition Anambra government. Warn troublemakers against crisis. Solomon's prime minister signs new deals with China on Beijing trip. Now, details. Police kill 2 suspected kidnappers in Anambra, rescue abducted woman. Police in Anambra State have gunned down 2 members of a gang suspected to be kidnappers. This is coming as the Commissioner of Police in the state, CP Aderemi Adoye, has warned the police operatives in the state to desist from incessant arrest of innocent citizens of the state. Adoye, who spoke to journalists in his medium press conference after being posted to the state, said the command was ready to flush out criminal elements in the state. He said, I am not in the habit of asking criminals to relocate to other states. Our promise to them is that we will flush them out by ourselves. Already, we have started. What you see here are arms recovered from a gang of suspected kidnappers, and behind you are 2 members of the gang who were neutralized on 11th of July 2023 by 8:30 p.m., the Joint Security Operatives attached to a Forward and Operating Base (FOB) while on patrol around Oga Ezinifite Expressway in an attempt to stop two vehicles, an Ash Highlander SUV and a white Lexus 350 that drove suspiciously, started shooting sporadically to escape police screening. In an intense chase by the joint forces, the deadly gang abandoned the white Lexus 350 Jeep and took to their heels. The commissioner called on operators of hospitals in the area to admit persons with bullet wounds, but also alert the police for investigation. Adoye said that at about the same time, operatives of Anambra State Vigilante at Ichida bus stop along the Ichida Ibuku Expressway were involved in a shootout with another gang of kidnappers. He said the operatives called on the police division in the area, causing the operatives of the police to join forces with the vigilante operatives to overpower the kidnappers. We rescued a kidnapped victim, neutralized two members of the notorious gang, recovered one AK-47 rifle, two pump-action guns, two AK-47 magazines, 32 live ammunition, one Highlander SUV belonging to the victim. Speaking to journalists on the incessant arrest of citizens in the states, especially by B Division Police Station, Adoye said the police under his command will not tolerate any form of intimidation against citizens. Simon Eba's declaration, there is nothing like sit at home in Ebonyi, Nwifuru. Governor Francis Nwifuru of Ebonyi State has declared that there is nothing like sit at home in the state. Recall that Simon Eba's faction of the indigenous people of Biafra had declared that the sit at home will therefore take place in the following order: Monday, 31st July 2023 to Friday, 4th August 2023. Saturday, 6th August 2023 and Sunday, 6th August 2023 break. All markets will open 11th July 2023, respectively. The governor of Ebonyi State stated this while fielding questions from journalists shortly after participating in a meeting of Ohanezendibo with governors, House of Assembly speakers, National Assembly members, and other leaders from the Southeast Zone at Imo State Governor's Lodge, Ashokoro, Abuja. Governor Nwifuru said what played out a week ago in Ebonyi State was a case of miscreants who attempted to put fear in residents and disrupt businesses. The police in Ebonyi State is yet to make an official statement regarding the declaration of sit at home by Simon Eba's led faction of IPOB. Allow me take over Biafra leadership, Prophet urges Ndibo. A new self-determination group agitating for the southeastern Nigeria to become a sovereign state. Dominant force for Biafra, DFB, under the leadership of Jesus Field Marshal King Prophet Robinson Ike, has given a 7-day ultimatum to the self-acclaimed disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB, Simon Ekpa, to withdraw all sit-at-home enforcers from the southeastern states of Nigeria or face the consequences. The pro-Biafra agitator who lamented the untold hardship, deprivation, and frustration the Igbos living in the southeast were undergoing, being coerced to abandon their means of livelihood in the name of sit-at-home, gave the ultimatum as he was declaring the birth of a new Biafra yesterday via his Facebook handle. Ike, who claimed he was divinely anointed both by the late Biafran general Odumegwu Ojukwu and by heaven to be the king of Igbos, urged the whole Nigerians and Igbos to allow him as a spiritualist and field marshal lead the new Biafra. He said nobody loves Nnamdi Kanu more than him, revealing that the temporarily new Biafra capital will be located at Onitsha. He said this lockdown is now a big embarrassment. I do not like what is happening. They declared lockdown sometimes 3 days, 4 days, or 5 days. Nigerians, Hausas, Fulanis, Yorubas are not feeling the pain, but we in the southeast, he stated. Here is a report on that.
The leader of a new Biafra movement, Dominant Force Biafra, Prophet Robinson Ike, issued a serious warning to Simon Ekpa and sit-at-home enforcers in the southeast.
I have given Nnamdi Kanu and the Simeon Ekpo 7 days ultimatum to stop the sit-at-home, devastating, destroying southeast. But if they fail after 7 days to put down these boys and their guns, they will be forced out from Nigeria in the name of Jesus Christ. I am not joking. This is what Almighty God wants.
Prophet Robinson Ike, a native of Akweze in an Onitsha local government area in Anambra State, said that sit-at-home order have done more harm than good to the southeastern part of Nigeria and declared it ineffective.
Well, it is unacceptable because the people at the west, southwest are not affected. They are not moved. They are not suffering. The people at the north are not suffering. It doesn't matter how many days, weeks you introduce sit at home is in the southeast. We are getting the weight of it. The women are not responding to their children well again. The fathers are not responding to their families again because of sit at home. Hence, you cannot fulfill your obligation as a father and a mother. What are the ends of the children? Do you want them to go out? Do you want to come in? So these are things that are not acceptable.
He also advised Nnamdi Kanu on what to do if he is released from DSS custody and defined his mission for the Southeast.
Nnamdi Kanu proposed to, when they release him, if he want to travel anywhere, let him travel anywhere. He has tried. He will be rewarded for whatever thing he has done. Well, if it is what himself would like, I hear it. But now I am assuming this office as a king in Southeast. I hear me. Jesus filled the marshal. You may start what you may not finish. What I think actualize with my movement, number one, to restore peace in Southeast, to bring about the salvation of God in Southeast.
From Obosi, Martin Epanjuku Ekezie reporting.
Kidnapped Ebonyi Catholic priest Reverend Father Azubike regains freedom. Abducted Catholic priest from St. Charles Parish in Mbaleze, Izu, Onisha, local government area, Ebonyi State. Reverend Father Joseph Azubike has regained his freedom. The spokesperson of the Ebonyi Police Command, Onome Onowapokaya, confirmed that the priest was released at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Reverend Father Joseph Azubike has been rescued on hot, hale, and hearty as a result of the concerted efforts of the operatives of the command. Serious manhunt is on for the perpetrators who escaped during the rescue mission. The Reverend Father is in hospital now for medical checks. He was abducted alongside 3 other people. The abductors are making financial demands, but with your prayers, we are going to have them back unconditionally, she said. It will be recorded that Azubike was abducted with 3 others near his parish while returning from pastoral activities. Umweri community leaders petition Anambra government to warn troublemakers against crisis. The leadership of the Umweri General Assembly UGA has petitioned the Anambra state government over alleged moves by some members of the community to cause a breach of peace. According to the group, if not quickly called to order, the looming crisis may lead to a breach of peace and, by extension, retard the development and progress of the community. The petition followed the crisis rocking the UGA leadership as some individuals were moved to create factional leadership with the aim to sack the President General, Ambassador John Meshie, in a letter signed by 50 community leaders made up of 10 UGA executive members and 40 others, dated Monday, July 10, 2023, and addressed to the State Commissioner for Chieftaincy Affairs. The petitioner upheld Meshie as the authentic President General of the group. The petition cited a purported document in which a few executive members of UGA, without following due process and failing to comply with the provisions of UGA Constitution, paraded a document in which they claim to have passed a vote of no confidence of Chief Meshie and his deputy. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Solomon's prime minister signs new deals with China on Beijing trade. Solomon Islands Prime Minister Manasseh Sogavare has leaped to the defense of China, saying its strategic interests are misunderstood. Sogavare have been visiting China this week and signed a number of agreements, including a police cooperation deal, which has triggered concern, as well as opening the Solomon Islands embassy in Beijing. Newsmen reported in response to the signing of the agreements, the US and Australia have urged Beijing and Honiara to release details of the policing deal. The agreement he mentioned at the opening include a bilateral framework of cooperation, formalizing a non-reciprocal trade arrangement, taking part in the first high-level forum on shared action for global development, and signing a biosecurity arrangement, including aviation arrangements to facilitate movement of people and goods and services. The Prime Minister told Chinese media the partnership with a great country, China, is the way to go forward. China has no other strategic interest other than Taiwan and, of course, the South China Sea. Any country in the world will not be comfortable if you start to intrude into areas which are seen as existential threats by any country, and China is no different. China and US have been in a geopolitical power struggle for influence in the Pacific for some time. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Police kill 2 suspected kidnappers in Anambra, rescue abducted woman. Simon Eba declaration, there is nothing like sit at home in Ebonyi. Mwifuru. Allow me take over Biafra leadership. Prophet urges Ndibo. Kidnapped Ebonyi Catholic priest. Reverend Father Azubike regains freedom. Umweri community leaders petition Anambra government. Warn troublemakers against crisis. Solomon's prime minister signs new deals with China on Beijing trade. You just listened to news update on Ebona Ade 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifanshuku Ekezie. Thank you for listening. Once again, good evening. Down and dusted. Down and dusted. Wow.
Listen to news updates on Ebona Ade 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock AM and 6 o'clock PM weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona Ade FM.
Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share, right? Thank you.
That if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,